Okay, guys, so what we want to do today is think about how to actually grow and share testimonials and to be able to get more and to be able to then you do more with them. Okay, so it's a couple of full things. First of all, we want to find and get more testimonials. Now, there's loads of ways to go to get testimonials. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to focus on LinkedIn because there's some super ninja stuff that you can do on LinkedIn to be able to grow those testimonials, manage this testimonial process, and also then to create a reviews page on your website to show all these lovely testimonials, an aggregated place to be able to do that. Now, I think that you could actually delegate this entire video to someone to do it for you. So let me explain, because this is basically what I've done, right? So here's my LinkedIn profile. We can go and scroll down to the bottom, and in the bottom of LinkedIn, you get a great place where you get recommendations in here. Now, similar with like Google reviews or Facebook reviews, etc., you have a place where you can see all your lovely recommendations. There's a plus button here that you can press, and this wonderful thing that says ask for recommendations. Cool, right? So then what I can do is I can actually say, well, let's think about clients that I could ask for recommendations and actually put a job out. So, for example, Flora, my team, she's requested to go and ask for 10 recommendations a week. It's one of the jobs that she does every Thursday. And so she will go onto here, she'll look at our latest clients to work on, and I'm going to use her as an example. And so she would find one of the clients. So I'm going to say Flora. Say Flora's from my team. I'm just using her as an example. She's not a client, but say Flora was a client. I then press continue. And then LinkedIn asks you what relationship. So I would say that Flora was a client of mine, like that. But you could, for example, if you run an event like we run LinkedIn for Breakfast, which is our weekly event, it's a community. So it's our free stuff. So they're not clients, they're keeping free stuff from us, but they are coming to our events all the time. So I might want a review of people coming to my free stuff, right? So I could say that actually we work together in the same group, right? Or there's a client of yours, or you mentored them, even though they didn't pay, but you mentored them, right? So there's some different things you could do in here, but let's just say it's simple, right? You were a client, and then position at the time, and then you would see what's in there. Now, that's why I always put a job role of LinkedIn for Breakfast, which is our free community, because then I can actually say that I was a part of LinkedIn for Breakfast, so it makes sense. But actually, as a client, is because I was the founder of $1 Million Sprint, and it says, "Hi, Flora, would you write me a recommendation, please?" And then I can say about your time with us at $1 Million Sprint, or whatever it is, right? And I can put it in there. Now, once, and I'm just going to say to her, this is a test, so she doesn't think I'm going crazy. And then I'm going to send this test to her. Okay, and that's now gone, right? And so that's now gone out. Now we want to do that 10 times, right? So if you do 10 of those a week, then you're going to grow. And what will happen is that you will get a number of testimonials in here. And you actually, in LinkedIn, the beautiful thing about it is that you can actually see the ones that are given before publishing them publicly on your profile, right? And so you'll be able to see all these lovely testimonials when they load. Come on. Why is that not loading? Right. Okay, perfect. Good stuff. Oh, yeah, impending here. So you can see impending. Those are the requests that are pending, right? So now that we've got the testimonials and people are coming back with these testimonials, when LinkedIn decides to load for me, come on, LinkedIn. It's that dreaded, why did I bother refresh? And what we're going to do is we're going to take some of that testimonial and we're going to take a screen grab of it and we're going to add it into our Canva. We're going to create an actual post for that testimonial, okay? And why do we want to do that? Well, one, we want to share it on social media, but two, if we've got them set up as nice posts, we can create a review page on our website, right? So here's a page on our website. It's just a simple page. Now I put some video testimonials on there, which is another thing you could do. But these posts here are just screenshot reviews, and you see how they're separate posts. So Sprint Success logo, title across the back. These are all separate posts, and we've got so many of these lovely screenshots, and we've also cropped some out and created these. So there's loads of great screenshots that you could use, or create an actual post from the testimonials you got on LinkedIn. So now this is loaded. Let's go and take one of these. So here's a nice testimonial from Angela. We're going to go and get that testimonial. Let's go back to her. And we're going to put it into a Canva template, right? So what are we going to type into Canva? We're going to type in the word testimonial post like this. Okay, that's what we want to search for. And we want to search for templates. So Canva is just a free design software. I'm sure many of you used it before. If you haven't, log in. All of the things that I'm showing you today, you can do for free, right? So here you go. Lots of lovely designs that you could use for the testimonial. You could either use a screenshot and plonk the screenshot inside some of this stuff, or just copy and paste it into some of these designs, right? So let's just choose. I'll just choose a random one. Here you go. There's one in here. Okay, and then you just press customize your template. So I'm choosing a non-premium design. So if they've got a little crown on it in Canva, it means it's a premium design, so you'd have to pay for it. I'm just using a non-premium design, right? So the idea is to create like an Instagram size template that I can then send out on LinkedIn, Facebook, across the social media channel. Something nice like this with a thing. You might want to make it a bit more designed, but let's just use this as an example. And so I'm going to go over to my testimonials or recommendations. Okay, so we're going to copy and paste the text from here. Sorry about the crop here. Okay, and we're going to grab this text. So she's very kind testimonial from Angela here. We're going to go head over to our testimonial here. We're going to then paste it into here. Perfect. So we've got a nice testimonial in here. We can then start to make this a bit bigger if we wanted to. Obviously resize it so it works with the design. We're then going to put Angela's name into here. Great. And now we're going to put her face into this. Let's go Google her. Could use the image from LinkedIn, but sometimes they're a bit low res. So Durant, fantastic. Oh, double R. Great stuff. And so best to try and find a high resolution image when you're doing it. So you go to image search, find her into here. So here she is. And actually that's the LinkedIn profile anyway, but it seems to be quite a good size image. You can then go onto this. You can then right click, save image as. You can then download that image and save that image to your desktop. So there you go. I've already saved to my desktop. So once you've got that, you can then upload it to Canva here. So go over to here, say upload, and you go upload your files. Click on the file that you've just downloaded, find it, click on it, job done, and it will appear on here like this. You can then drag this over the top of the place that it should be. Perfect, there you go. I can then make her a little bit bigger if I wanted to. Probably be quite nice to be able to do it that way. I can make this text different if I wanted to. I can make it like that, and so now we've got a nice little testimonial image. So what we do is we simply download this, press share, press download. We then go and press download. These settings look all right, so it's fine. And fantastic, good stuff. Okay, so now that's downloaded. I can click on it and here we go, perfect. There you go. So now we've got a nice image that we can go out to. Make sure it's obviously your client's brand colors or your brand colors if you're doing this for yourself, and the spacing. And it's a bit messy, but that would work. And then I would simply go and be able to take this out onto social media, and I'd be able to say something such as, I'd go on to create a post, go into home. I then could go to create a post, and I would be simply saying, I would tell the story. So who is, or in fact, what I could probably do, here we go. I'd go onto ChatGPT. And if I go and grab, let's go grab this text here. So this was the text. And I'd go onto chat and say, write a thank you post that thanks Angela Durant for saying the following things about the $1 million sprint program. Do so in UK English and as a post that will be shared publicly. There you go, perfect, right? So something along those lines. Here you go, and then this is the post. My friend, we've been filled the words all about brown doors, and then it's quoted her and there. Comments. It's always inspiring to hear. Fantastic, good stuff. And then I can go out to social media. If you're working for a client, you'd obviously send this to them to sign off. But then ultimately, you just put this in like this, put a nice little post in, and give it a bit of an edit. Just make sure that you're completely happy with it. And then add media, upload from computer. You then find the download. Here it is. Perfect. Press open. There we go. Nice image. Perfect. And then look at that. We've got a lovely post. We've got a nice bit of content. That can not just go out on LinkedIn, but that could go out on all the different social media channels, and job done. So that's then you now sharing that, and that could become your regular like Friday share a win post. If you're doing like a 13-week cycle type thing, you could run this same post once every 13 weeks. So 4 times a year. It wouldn't get seen. It would get seen, but obviously it wouldn't get clocked that it's being used as a cycle. And then finally, you want to create a website page on your website called reviews. And then just have, if you had a design style, you can see all of these posts are similar, but obviously, they're the same design, but being used over and over. And then these are the posts that we're putting out every single week on our social media like this, right? And so then every time you make one, just stick it onto here, and then you can send this reviews page to clients to be able to see your reviews. So not only have you got a great reviews page, you've also got a great social media profile, you've got great social media posts, and you're really growing and sharing your testimonials. So hope that helped. Bit of a long demo there, but some practical juice for you to get involved in.